So if someone buys a shirt from $100 and it's doing it through a third-party e-commerce platform, like an Amazon, let's just say, versus doing it through your own, what's the pie look like in terms of percentage of money coming back to the club or the league in this instance?
Yeah, I mean, generally club going D2C should land somewhere around 20 to 25% EBIT margin. Yeah, so that's quite massive. It's much more than a typical retailer. And then it depends on how vertical they are. Yeah, so if they are basically producing the stuff themselves and they are completely verticalized, they can go even beyond 20, 25%. If they are mainly buying in wholesale from partners they gave a license to, then it's less, but then they also make money with the license. Yeah. So basically the system is they give a license to whatever Adidas and Nike. So they get a license cut out of this. Nike and Adidas are producing the jerseys, and then they are selling these jerseys to wholesale clients, to basically brick and mortar stores, etc. So what a club can do is they can become a wholesale client themselves, buy the products in wholesale. And then if you are very wholesale heavy, you're probably more towards 20% EBIT margin. If you're more vertical, you can go beyond 30 even. Yeah. And then it depends on the cost of goods you sell. Yeah. Generally, you have somewhere around 10 to 15% for logistics and fulfillment. Then you have maybe 3% or so for payment, 1% for customer service. And then depending on whether you buy in wholesale or whether you produce yourselves, you're somewhere around 40% or so in cost of goods. And then you have a bit of marketing costs. Yeah. And that's basically it in terms of costs, plus basically obviously operating the online shop itself. So for technology, you typically pay 1% to whatever technology provider you're using, like SCAYLE, like Shopify, like someone else. And then you have obviously a team and your fixed cost base, kind of the people that are working on your online shop. As a rule of thumb, I would say that should be around 3 to 5% of your costs should be personal costs, yeah, which translates into a team of like 10 to 15 people managing the online shop, yeah, including marketing channels, etc. Like that's your setup.